Good evening and welcome to another episode of the C-List Villains. I'm your host, AJ. We've got Red in the building. Luke will not be able to make it tonight. E-Man will be joining late for dinner or possibly because he's watching the Niner game. We'll see if he comes on.
There's 6 minutes left.
And it's a blowout, so yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, even Brock Purdy's playing right now. They took out Garoppolo already. He's like, dude, second string is on. They're not gonna put the first stringers to get hurt.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's always nice when your team gets a win like this. You want to celebrate as much as you can, right?
Well, I'm a fan. You know me. I'm a faithful, but this is away from home, meaning like they're in another country. So yeah, the less people get hurt this game, the better. That way we'll be all refreshed and not hurt on the postseason. Evening, Miss O. What's up, Herbs?
Hey, Red, I notice, is this your normal room that you've done shows on, or is this a new room?
This is the room that you slept in, so I moved everything in this room now.
Oh, okay.
So Stanley's behind me. Well, actually, that's a whole shrine of Stan Lee. So you got one comic by J. Scott Campbell. That's a J. Scott Campbell print of Stan Lee and the San Francisco Giants. The whole big old montage of the 50th anniversary Marvel kind of deal, where everybody head sketches there, and then 2 head sketches of Stan Lee, and then a head sketch of our boy Ashton right here, right by the
Wait, you got a head sketch of someone of Ashton?
Yeah, he sent it on that package, that care package he sent us.
Okay.
And, Larry Hama G.I. Joe signed by Larry Hama.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Oh, the photo up top, above. And above that is a Pee Wee Herman.
Is my Scott Brooks autograph in there somewhere or what?
I haven't hung it up yet. It's somewhere here.
Oh, okay.
No, that's not Brooks. That was Steve Bono.
No. Scott Brooks. Oh, wait. I did have a Steve Bono too, but
I had the Steve Bono.
Was that I gave that to you?
Yeah. You didn't want it anymore.
Okay, yeah. I do remember having a Steve Bono autograph.
You have the Scott Brooks.
I had the Scott Brooks?
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta look for that.
That's right, but so I'm usually hidden in darkness. But yeah, I have to look for books. That's why I got the light on. Will
this be your new office room, podcast room, or what?
Yeah. Well, after I guess sell. Yeah, I guess this will be my selling point too here. So I'll be selling some of these boxes. I already have them organized per title and publisher. And I have indies somewhere around here. And I got a whole bunch of the valuable shit in these BCW boxes here.
Yeah.
So a bunch of golden and silver age books, signed and sketches. So there's a lot of value, and I can get rid of it. Plus, I'm upgrading the house, so I need to sell.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Also, I was looking for this for Luke.
Well, that looks like it's. Well, I mean, I can't tell, but it looks like in pretty good condition. No.
High grade. Yeah.
Oh, so yeah.
Yeah, high grade. I'd say about low 9s, 9.2 maybe.
Okay.
I need to open her up because I bought this just for the Jim Lee signing a long time ago, but I never came around to it. But Luke's getting it, and then I have the X-Men number 1s already signed by Claremont, so I might as well add Jim Lee to it.
Yeah.
And then I'm looking to fill this up. I don't see Jim Lee on the skyline.
But I don't know. I can't think if he's ever worked on Spider-Man though.
He didn't work on Venom. He worked on Spider-Man. I know I have it on the 800 skyline version.
Oh, okay. Oh, look who we got here.
What's up, fellas?
Looking very area-ish.
We're winning.
What? We're not winning. We are destroying. the Cardinals right now. Shout out to all of the Cardinal fans out there. We're hanging in there because last time the Niners, or one of the times when the Niners played the Cardinals last year when Colton McKay played, they destroyed us. So
yeah, but they have Colt McCoy, former 49er playing.
McCoy.
Yeah, is Kyler Murray injured or something or what?
Yeah.
Oh, like
for
the season or just for a little bit?
Just for a little bit.
Yeah, I think it was just for.
Yeah, he's got one more week of, I guess, healing because he practiced today, but they still put him on IR. Like, they're still fighting for the first in NFC West. So
here's the thing: I think we're going to make it into the playoffs. I think we're going to make it in.
Yeah, but we're trying to get home field advantage. I figure that's the goal, right? To get that bye week and then get home field.
Who's won in the AFC? Who's number one in the NFC West though?
NFC West, I don't think is in the West.
It'll be us after this game because we have the tiebreaker against Seattle.
Oh, that's right, because we beat them.
Yeah.
Oh man, you're a wee guy.
I'm a wee guy. Yes, I like how this turned into sports talk with the C-list villains here Monday night. Good evening, everyone, as we speak football. Because this is what we live for, right?
Well, do you think the Eagles are really the team that's gonna win it all? Because
they're solid.
Are they still undefeated or no?
No, they're lost. One loss. Oh. But most of their teams have been jobbers. They're weak.
Like
well below 500 teams.
I'm more, if anything, I'm more concerned over the Bills. Like I don't want to say concerned, but
over the Bills,
Chiefs? Really? Bills and the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Chiefs have the Niners number. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. Not even gonna lie. Like the Chiefs definitely have our number. So it's one of those things where it's like we need to get those guys eliminated if we're gonna go into.
That's why
if we see them like in the championship.
Wait, what are you talking? Those are AFC teams, though.
No, if we see them in the championship.
Oh, the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl.
Yeah. That's why. Okay, I would have been okay with us picking up a Donovan Sue.
No, I wouldn't. That's like the one player I hate the most.
On Mahomes, because if you just have,
I can't stand him.
Side,
he's just a dirty player. Fuck him. Like I can't stand that guy.
Well, that's why we need that help on defense.
No, we don't need that guy in our. No, we don't need him. Our defense is good without him.
Right now, the best defense is a hell good offense. Outscore the guy.
Yeah,
that's how it is these days. That's how every sports is. It's all about the
interception.
Offense.
They just intercepted in the end zone.
That's why they should just allow the steroids all through baseball because that's when it was exciting.
That's it. That's game.
I wouldn't say it's exciting because it takes the other player against you to pitch the ball and for you to hit a home run. And your steroids is not going to affect accuracy. It's just going to affect power.
But yeah, but that's when people were excited about baseball though. All the home runs.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, you know what? The home runs have gone down, haven't they?
Yeah, but they've been shitty pitchers. I mean, they've gone against the best with Sosa, Bonds, McGuire. I mean, those guys went up against some pretty good pitchers, but they were never really accurate. They hit out of the park. So that steroids kick in.
So, how was the weekend, you guys? What did you guys end up doing this weekend?
Mine was good. I went to Designercon. I'll talk about that in a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What?
You see Kanye over there?
No. If Kanye was going to be anywhere, he'd be a Complex Con, but not Designercon.
Oh, he was a Complex. Okay, I thought that was the same thing.
What's Complex Con? Is that hip hop?
Yeah.
Hip-hop.
Complex is still around?
Yeah.
Like,
dude, Complex?
I remember
yeah,
Complex and the Source, like those are still around?
I don't know about the Source, but Complex is still around, yeah. They have a convention every year.
How about Thrasher? Thrasher magazine still around?
Thrasher?
No, not Thrasher for magazine. Hey, E-Man, you're a big like Metallica like rock guy, right?
I don't want to say big, but yeah, like Metallica, Slipknot. Like Slipknot's my band. That's the one that I really like. Why was that?
Were you into like Misfits and all that stuff?
No, they were more like punk. Like I was, I didn't really listen to them.
there was a. I'll just tell this brief story about Designercon.
We'll just get into it. Screw it. Let's talk Designercon.
No, we got to talk about Walking Dead first. There's an artist named Pusshead, right? Do you know who that is?
No, just the way you say it. There's an artist named Pusshead. Go ahead.
And I'm not even sure. I think it's Pussed or something like that, right?
Uh-huh.
Anyways, I had no clue who this guy was. Saturday morning, everyone's lining up to get his autograph, and I'm me being the guy that I am. I'm like, oh shit, there's a line. I'm gonna line up for this thing, you know. And I'm like, what's everyone lined up for? And they're like, oh, Pusshead. I'm like, oh yeah, right. Yeah, that's it. That's what I was looking for. And I'm asking around trying to figure out who this guy is. And I go, like, my cousin's working the booth at the con. He's working a booth at the con. So I go to his booth. I'm like, hey, man, who's this Pusshead guy that everyone's, like, lining up for? And he's like, man, you don't know who that is? I'm like, no, I don't. Well, I guess he's, like, a famous artist who's done covers for, like, Metallica, Misfits. And he's like a big time, well known like graffiti artist type of person. I was like, I don't know. I had no clue who he was. And then I got schooled into like some stuff that I'm like, I usually have a little bit of an inkling in that kind of stuff. Uh-huh. And I was like, dude, I just completely like knew nothing. And like I'm in line with a bunch of like people talking about music industry stuff that I'm like, man, these guys are all talking about like the rock scene and like knowing. How do you
spell the name? Is it Pusshead?
Pusshead.
I think that's Pushhead, isn't it? American graphic artist is what they call him. Brian Schroeder, better known as Pushhead, is an American graphics artist. Yeah. He's best known for his album covers and other merchandise for bands. Oh, he's actually drawn like covers.
Yeah. Anyways, he had like a bear brick that came out, and people were signing it, or people were getting it signed, and he was selling prints and stuff. And I'm like, oh man, I don't know who this guy is. I felt like completely like out of my element, even though I usually can get away with things like that. I would know a little bit. I would have at least heard the name. I'm like, I have no clue who that is.
What did Yelena call Natasha in Black Widow? Such a poser. Such a poser. I get it though, dude. I get it. You see a line like everyone's in it. Oh, I'm here at this con. I'm going to jump in it too. Let's do it.
I had to. I'm like, dude. I'm walking around. I'm like, all right. I think I've gotten everything I needed to get done Friday. I see this line up on Saturday, hella early. I'm like, all right. I'm just going to line up with these guys to figure out what's going on.
Deal with it later.
Yeah.
Look at it. So I was asking, any big plans for Black Friday, or are you guys staying home? What about?
I've got to get some shopping in. Got to get some stuff for, for myself, because I try to get something for myself for Black Friday.
There you go.
And then nieces and nephews and such.
There you go. Nice. Red, what about you?
Are we making an announcement tomorrow what we're doing for Black Friday weekend?
No, what we're doing tomorrow is planning our weekend for the expo. Black Friday is something completely different.
Oh, I'll be at the Fan Expo.
Oh, you'll be at Fan Expo.
Yeah, we're gonna be at Fan Expo.
Yeah.
But like any shopping, any morning, any Black Friday events that you're gonna be doing, like prior to the expo?
No. I just got to get the house ready for my sister to stay in it for the weekend while she dog sits.
Oh, she's dog sitting for you?
Yeah.
Watching the two. For me, Miss, I'm actually doing my shopping online. Like I've already started my shopping online, purchased some stuff already. I can't go out there just yet for that crazy of a crowd. Plus, I don't think there's that many deals that are, worth going into a store for.
Plus, everything is overly inflated, so it's like, why?
Yeah, everything's kind of crazy right now. Like I'm rebuilding my computer, so I'm buying some stuff like here and there, trying to get some Black Friday deals now. Other than that, like we're going to Hawaii, so like we're trying to save some money to go to Hawaii this year for Christmas. So the answer is no. I'm not doing anything. So
Same. Everyone drives nuts too. Wow. Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know. I've noticed that most Black Fridays, especially since online, it's not that bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I usually venture out a little bit during Black Friday. I don't do the early morning like doorbuster thing, but I'll like, right around 11, 12, I'll head out.
Oh, yeah. I can't do the doorbuster stuff anymore.
But
That's too
like
nuts.
usually there's no more lines anymore, especially with everyone buying stuff online. I
Well,
still like
most of these
the
stores are closed on Thanksgiving Eve anyway. On Thanksgiving,
actually a lot of stuff is already on sale now.
yeah, they start early.
Yeah. But I still like that it's not the same anymore, but I remember like going to the mall when it was like around this time and like just going
Yeah.
with friends and people watching and just hanging out, but it's not like that anymore.
Oh no. Like kids these days, they're not gonna understand that. Going somewhere to do some shopping.
Or camping out in the middle of Thursday night and just staying in the cold. Yeah, they won't understand that.
I mean, I never did that, but
What, you never stayed and camped overnight to get a plasma TV for $200 in front of Walmart?
no.
You didn't do that. You didn't wait for like a PlayStation to go on sale. Fuck, dude, I worked a Black Friday once. I was in retail. That was madness, and at Best Buy too. That was craziness. Like seeing the door open and everyone running, like holy son of a bitch. It was nuts. Like all the stories is 100% true. 100% true. Our store though, from what I remember, our store actually had like a decent amount of like order. So it's kind of like letting people in by little by little. Like, all right, here's your ticket to go get this TV, or here's your ticket to go get that PlayStation at the time. So it was madness, but it was actually okay. I ended up surviving a Black Friday sale.
Well, remember we were working Murray calendars and Thanksgiving night, or
I hated that,
man. We had to open after Thanksgiving. It's like straight busy with people just trying to get pies.
The day after Thanksgiving?
Day and day of.
Yeah, day in and day of. Herbs, if you're watching. Herbs. Just letting you know. I'm upgrading. Sorry.
What was that? Is that computer geek talk?
Computer geek talk, yeah. Computer nerd stuff.
Gotcha.
Nice ugly sweater.
Like it? Hold on. Let me see it.
Oh, that's ugly, but yet so classy.
And it's their faces on the bottom too?
Yeah, it's their faces in 16-bit.
Oh, nice.
You know who got this for me?
Giddy.
My girlfriend's ex-boyfriend got it for me.
Interesting.
Wait, what?
Like, did you cook him or something? What?
He's the dad to Dante and Mia.
Okay.
He got it for me one year. He's like,
You didn't cook him.
What was that?
So you didn't cook him?
No. Well. No, none of that. Red, stop it. Don't be like that. Don't.
You alpha male that shit.
Yeah, you got it for me quite a few years back too.
Herbs is asking, is that a rock band?
Is that shut up, Herbs? You know who this is.
Yeah, it's Living Color.
Oh man. So Walking Dead, huh? That was fucking nuts, dude.
Yeah,
Oh, you watched it?
I can't believe that happened. I didn't watch it.
Oh.
I know nothing about it.
Well, why don't you?
Such a huge fan in like 2010, and then you fell off hard.
Yeah, Red stayed true. I appreciate Red and I appreciate Jacob, my son. They stayed true to the show. And Jacob texted me last night. He's like, that was the best ending. Like they ended it well. So I want to hear about it, Red.
Yeah, tell us what happened and how you felt about it.
Yeah, full on review.
Well, we left off at the Commonwealth, and they were all trying to infiltrate it to kill the governor, which is Patricia. Was it Patricia?
Wait, the governor's back, or he was back?
A totally different governor.
New governor.
Yeah, new governor. But yeah, they went in there, attacked, and and almost kill her, but then they changed their mind. Where did everybody go?
I'm right here. I think AJ stepped away real fast, but I still want to hear this.
Yeah, but I don't want to spoil it for you guys. But there was a lot of deaths in the main cast.
I'm so far behind. I'm not going to catch up. I think I'm serious when I say I stopped when Glenn died.
Yeah.
I'm not even spoiling this.
I think most people did that.
You should know by now. Glenn died a long time ago. That's when I stopped and it wasn't because it was bad. I stopped just because it was too heavy. It was too heavy for me.
Oh no, it got lighter after that, but it's still
Are you gonna kill the only Asian on the show?
It's still an ongoing I guess fight and friction with Negan and Maggie. Even when Maggie took a year off, well actually Lauren Cohen took a year off of Walking Dead to do that one series which eventually got canceled. They still kept that fight between her and Negan up until this season. And Negan finally apologized for killing Glenn on this episode. And now Negan and Maggie will have their own spin-off. They only hinted at it, but we'll get to see it next summer, which is Walking Dead Dead City, which brings them to Manhattan. I don't know what their reason is, but they only hinted at saying that they wanted to see what's out there in the world. And then,
which I feel like they should have already been doing, like from the get-go.
Which they are with the introduction of Walking Dead World Beyond, which showed another community. And then,
is that different from Fear the Walking Dead?
Yes.
Or are we going to have some people from
totally different? There's only 2 seasons, but we get introduced to this clandestine organization running the joint, like some kind of black operative government. So they've been kidnapping people and setting up communities everywhere, which brings us to Rick and Michonne spinoff series. We get to find out where Rick is at, did
they show Rick?
Wait, Michonne and Rick are going to have their own series? I'm honestly listening, even though I'm like trying to fix my microphone.
Did they show Rick?
They did show Rick. They only showed Rick post his abduction, but he also tried to escape that group, but only to be recaptured.
Did they hint at anything? Like, I remember. Okay, a couple questions. I remember when I was starting to stop watching it, they were doing like these 5-minute shorts of these characters that were supposed to lead into going into the show. Did they ever resolve that? Did those characters ever show up?
Those what they were shorts, but they kind of expounded on something similar, which was Walking Dead universe, which was only an anthology series, which was showed during the summer. It took separate stories from all over the world and showed how the I guess the epidemic is affecting them. But we also get to see one episode was involving Alpha, who was the leader of the Whispers, how she became about.
They're not gonna do like a weird Negan Maggie romance, are they?
No. Currently, Negan and Maggie they just finally forgave. She forgave him. Negan has a wife, and she is currently pregnant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What did the programmer say?
Does he still deliver the lines?
He still does. He still does.
Honestly, that was the coolest thing about Jeffrey Dean Morgan is the way he delivered those Negan lines. Hey, what's going on? Just slow, methodic, and cool.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan is a handsome dude, and him just flowing like that, giving off that cool guy vibe, still does that. But he has more remorse as far as like coming to Maggie.
Just a side note: are we going to get Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Thomas Wayne Batman in Flashpoint?
No.
Okay.
That's a whole different news as far as like, because I know DC's already eliminating all the stuff that's happening that we want to happen. Okay. But they're going back to the whole Snyderverse. But James Gunn is gonna lead that up.
Okay. All right.
You know, I know that Jeffrey Dean Morgan has been great as Negan, but when I found out that they were casting for that character, I really thought that John Hamm would have been a great Negan because he even looks like him.
Yeah, that would have been a great pick too. But I think
I don't think he would have delivered it the way Jeffrey Dean Morgan did.
I think
don't think
John
so.
Hamm had something, some other.
Well, he was still in. I think he was still doing
Men?
the Mad Men show.
No, Mad Men was done by the time Negan came around.
I
Season
think
6.
he was. Yeah, Mad Men ended
Was it?
10 years ago.
Because I know it was right around that time, but I mean,
Mad Men and Breaking Bad were on at the same time.
Breaking Bad. So, Red, you were saying that some people died. We're gonna spoil the shit out of this. So, my big question is, Daryl.
and they're not gonna kill him. I can already tell you that.
Did Daryl die?
No, Daryl does not die. He gets a spinoff.
He does.
He goes to France, I think. Either France or Quebec.
What?
With what's her name, right? The
Oh no, she dropped out of that project. Melissa McBride dropped out, so they made her character become the new, I guess, community outreach director from Alexandria.
Mm-hmm.
So she gets to do that stuff while babysitting Judith and RJ.
Yeah, who's RJ? Is that Michonne and Rick's kid? Or
yep, Rick Jr.
Oh man,
did
so Okoye and Rick had a kid, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Is it worth it? Is it worth it to watch the last episode if you haven't watched the show since?
Yeah.
Really?
Actually, watch the last two episodes.
Because I thought about watching them.
Just watch the
I
last
haven't
two.
recorded, so
176 and 177.
Just to watch them. Huh? All right, so Walking Dead is officially over, but it sounds like there's
still
3
Fear the
spin-offs.
Walking Dead. There's Fear the Walking Dead Universe, Daryl, Rick and Michonne, and Walking Dead Dead City.
Oh shit!
I thought Fear the Walking Dead isn't done yet.
Not done yet. It's on the 7th season.
Damn,
man, that shit needs to end. But okay, I mean, I don't feel like The Walking Dead has the same popularity it did when it first dropped, like between seasons 1 and 6. And I know like 7, 8, and 9, like those seasons, like I hear that they just got boring. They didn't know what to do.
Well, I think
did it get better?
I think you're just tired of the whole zombie genre. But if you're really a fan of horror and zombies, then Walking Dead is your cup of tea. Did it get better? It just depends on the writing staff. I mean, Walking Dead World Beyond was kind of like a teeny topper version of Walking Dead.
Oh damn!
Was young,
like the CW version,
like the CW version.
The Arrowverse version. I shouldn't say it like that.
They needed to push that clandestine group on that show. Fear the Walking Dead has gone through so many iterations with so many showrunners. I just can't find an identity for it.
And they killed the 2 main characters like real early on. That's what pissed people off, right?
He killed the father on the second season. They supposedly killed the mother, but she came back for this season, so she didn't die. But the daughter took off, meaning that she went off on her own mission. In actuality, she took a break from the show.
Of course.
Sasha's death, was pretty hard on everybody, but she committed suicide.
She's the Star Trek person, right?
Yes. So she, in order for her to think that she could beat Negan, was for her to kill herself and then attack him as a zombie, which didn't really work out. Pretty hard death still, but I think Tyrese's death, her brother, was harder because he got bit and he kind of they cut off his arm and he bled to death.
Did they ever bring back Dr. Dre?
Dr. Dre,
the actor who plays Dr. Dre, he was on the show for a little bit.
No, you gotta refresh your memory.
Wait.
The actor who played Dr. Dre, he was on the show for a little bit. He stopped being on the show because he did the 24 miniseries, and then they never really explained if he came back.
Oh, that dude. No,
Actor, his name is Corey Hawkins, right?
no,
I
that,
don't know.
they never explained his disappearance. They figured it just died. No, not T Dog, not T Dog. But I know who you're talking about the guy with the dreads. He was
I
part
think
of
he had dreads. Yeah.
yeah, he was part of that first Alexandria group with Aaron. No, they just figured he died.
Okay, who was the cute Latina chick that was always hanging out with Abraham?
Abraham, that's Rosita.
Rosita. Tell me
She died. She died last night.
Oh, she died. Oh, she survived all the way till the end. Then.
Yeah, and she died a hero's death saving her baby.
Was it her and Abraham's kid? I look, it's been a while. I don't know. I don't even know if Abraham was alive.
Hers and Sadiq's baby.
Herbs is trying to correct you. T Dog? Who's T Dog?
Not T Dog. Not T Dog. T Dog died at the prison.
Is it T Dog like the first season?
I completely forgot.
Yes,
so it's not. So
he was supposed to be the Tyrese, but they brought Chad Coleman for Tyrese. T Dog was just made up for the show.
no, that's not him. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to figure out who AJ is talking about as far as the Dr. Dre.
As the guy from 24, I know he's talking about it, but I forgot his main character on Walking Dead.
What about the guy Abraham's like
Eugene?
smart dude? Yeah, that what happened to him?
He survives. Eugene made it through the end.
Was he still like annoying though? Like
he big 180 on his character arc. Totally became a hero last night too. And gets the girl and gets laid.
Who's the girl?
Finally.
The character's I forgot her name, but it's Mercer's sister.
I don't know who that is.
Mercer is the main general for the Commonwealth, which is this last story of art. But yeah, he makes it with her.
And the priest, does he make it?
He survives. He was Rosita's last love interest. And
really?
And he now takes care of her baby.
Okay, all right.
I'm trying to figure out.
See, I don't even have to watch the show anymore. You've told me everything that you. I'm just going to ask you everything.
Yeah, everything you needed to know. Huh?
Yeah. But you should watch the at least the Talking Dead that came afterward. There's a bunch of people that showed up from the previous cast. We talked a bit of
Heath. His name was Heath.
Yes.
Yeah. Heath. Oh, that's a terrible headpiece they put on him too, like with the fake cornrows.
Yeah.
Oh, homie, that looked bad. That looks really bad.
Yeah. They never followed up on the story. That's a big plot hole that's still there.
So overall, as an ending for the main Walking Dead show, comic book grade, what do you give it?
8.5.
That's not good for an ending.
Hold on, is this 8.5 out of 10 or is this 8.5 comic book grade?
8.5 comic grade.
Oh, that's not too bad. I mean,
yeah, there's still a lot of plot holes, and I know there's a lot more story left over, but I guess they want to end it with this cast. That way they can go finish it off with the spin-offs.
Yeah, if you get a modern comic graded 8.5, you're gonna be a little upset.
Yeah. As far as like the series as a whole, I graded a 7. I mean,
so it did kind of fall off then because
it
was on point like up until Glenn died,
between I guess the fight with the Saviors and the Whisperers, the storytelling got a little bit I'll say lackluster.
Dude, I'm breaking every single rule.
Did
podcasting go?
Michelle lived, right? She lived then.
Yeah, she went to go find Rick after season 10. So she left the show to do her whole
Okoye
thing.
she left the show to be on Black Panther.
She comes back almost dressed as Okoye to go rescue Rick.
Was she bald headed?
No,
shaved.
But you could tell that she's still bald because she just got done with Wakanda Forever.
Hold on, just thinking about Wakanda Forever real fast. M'Baku and him and Okoye were going back. You bald-headed devil! I just that's just one of the funniest lines. You bald-headed devil.
That's great.
Okay, sorry.
Hey, did you watch it too? All right, fine. Did you finally watch it, AJ?
No, I'm just gonna wait now. At this point.
So we did our homework, and you like totally like nah.
I mean, he kind of has that right there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I just well, I don't know. I didn't
Zero
have
interest?
time the first weekend,
Uh-huh.
and then this weekend I just didn't have the time either.
You've been pretty busy, man. It
Yeah.
sounds like you've been pretty busy. So I watched it again this weekend with Eris. I took her to watch it. I'm gonna change my grade. I am gonna change my grade.
Up?
Watching it the first time, I was like, I'll give it a 7.5. You know, it has its issues, kid. But going in, like I was expecting to see certain things. There was a certain order, there was a certain something that I needed to see.
Your expectations weren't really met.
No, it's not that I was waiting for it to meet expectations. It was just emotional. There's just emotional, blanket that kind of covered part of the movie, right? Because it's kind of like you're still trying to get over. I'm still trying to get over Chadwick Boseman dying as Black Panther. And I shouldn't say it like that. It makes it sound like we're homies and whatnot. But it was emotional the first time around. So watching it the second time around with Eris, I was like, all right, I kind of know what's going on. Let's just go in and have a good time. I went in just thinking that, and I had a great time watching it. Eris was just like real act, like, oh my God, and holding onto my arm and stuff like that. I was like, I had a great time watching this movie with my daughter this weekend. So I'm gonna raise it to 8.5. It was good, AJ. It was good.
With having someone her almost her age being one of the heroines.
That's what we were talking about. That number one, this movie did not have a main character. This was a movie that was supported by supporting characters, and those supporting characters were mostly women, and those are strong women. So
Eris ensemble cast, pretty much. Right?
Yeah, and Eris got to see that, and she's like, I really enjoyed it. She loves Riri. All of a sudden, she's a big Riri fan. I was like, oh.
I heard like they didn't even use her that much.
I don't think they did. And whenever they did, I felt like it was with Riri. I felt with Riri, it was rushed. I felt with Riri, she almost wasn't important enough, even though she was the main reason
because that story needed to really.
It didn't develop well enough.
It needed to be more about Shuri becoming Black Panther and about them getting over the fact that T'Challa is dead.
Yeah,
Riri was just an afterthought, and then even though the white guy agent there's
Ross.
Agent Ross was there was no need for him to be there.
Yeah, there was.
Wait, Thunderbolt Ross?
No, not Thunderbolt Ross. The other one, Bilbo Baggins.
Oh, okay.
Which trips me out. I'm like, well, there's two Rosses now. How are we gonna fit this in? Like Agent Ross, Director Ross or whatever. Like they're probably gonna find some way to have them related. They're gonna do that.
Yeah, but they also got Julia Louis-Dreyfus in there.
Valentina.
Oh, she was in it too?
Yep. Valentina was in it. Yep. As the new director. Now, here's the thing, though. They called her the new director, but they didn't really name the
CIA, not SHIELD.
But was it CIA? Even though, like, it kind of felt like it. It didn't really. It didn't. They didn't really say it.
It wasn't Hammer, was it?
No, and I don't think it was Sword either. What's the one? What's the other one? Sword, right?
Sword.
Yeah.
Sword. Yeah, it was. They didn't bring up Sword.
Yeah, Sword is still stuck in the WandaVision story arc.
That and Captain Marvel. So I think it'll probably pop up in Marvels.
What about and I'm not going to watch the show at all or the movie at all till it hits Disney Plus. What about like the whole I heard that like there was a multiverse of like Black Panther's son or something like that. What was that all about?
Not a multiverse.
Not a multiverse.
Oh.
No,
he had a son.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's not Black Panther. But I was so excited. Look what I got. I got it right here. It's not Black Panther 3 Tosin. It seems like it goes back further to Toussaint, which is I think he came out like in a oh yeah, you're right. It came out like in an Elseworlds version of Black Panther. It's not part of the main storyline.
Yeah.
Toussaint.
The Wakanda warrior that doesn't like vibranium. No, it's a totally different guy.
Okay. They just named him. So I don't know.
Totally different spelling.
I think like first appearance was like in one of the heroic age Avengers books, like from the
Yeah.
mid 2010s.
That's the one.
So I saw that there was Avengers World book that started to spike. And Red, I know you have a copy of it because I bought multiple copies of that, and I gifted you one. And that had his son on
You
there.
showed me a picture of it. I can't remember.
First of all,
Let me see if I can find it. Avengers World. Is it 9 maybe? Let me see. Oh yeah. People were saying Avengers World number 9, Azari revealed as T'Challa's son. Well, I don't know if you can see with the glare, but there we go.
I probably do have that one.
wait, is that A Force? That looked like A Force. I'm sorry.
It's Avengers World.
It's Avengers World 9. I know this because this is back when I was like really like deep cut looking for first appearances. I bought a ton of this book and I gifted one, I think maybe even one or two to Red.
Well,
And I
we'll
was
see
like,
how it develops because he was just introduced, right? And we don't know what's gonna happen. Like in my eyes, it brings up some Game of Thrones shit, right? Where the queen's dead, the king's dead.
This one
Yeah,
that named him T'Challa.
a lot of people are bringing that
oh,
one. up,
that's
too.
the one that's the hot one.
That's the hot one.
The heroic age. I got all excited because I got one of those too, but it wasn't that one specifically. But
It's
to
not
me,
rising essentially though. It's just another $10 book.
it brings up like some weird Game of Thrones stuff to me where like, you know, the sister is now the queen, you know, but then now there's this son. Technically he's a bastard son. I don't think they married, you know, so he can come and claim the throne. But then there's talks that M'Baku ended up being like the king of Wakanda at the very end. And I didn't really get the feel that they made him king. I felt like they made him more of a representative, and whoever wants to challenge for the Black Panther needs to fight me. But
she's not going to rule Wakanda. She doesn't want to. She wants.
Yeah, and she doesn't have the physical prowess to be able to fight like that without the herb. She would have lost a one-on-one combat for sure.
Was she the main like protagonist?
Of course, her and the Koye.
Well, I mean, like, okay, so I'm assuming they fought Namor at the end. Right?
She was the main protagonist.
So was she like, was it a one-on-one or was it like multiple people, like a Thanos type of thing?
So she was able to recreate the heart-shaped herb using some stuff from Namor's people. And so she was able to recreate it, and she took the heart-shaped herb, and she ended up getting the powers of becoming the Black Panther.
After she met with Killmonger.
He wants to bring that up because he was right about it. He's like, Killmonger's gonna come back a Black Panther too. I'm like, no, he's not. He's dead. No, he came back. Black Panther
he came back. Chadwick or Michael B. Jordan came back.
Yeah, he was in the astral plane.
Yep.
Oh, does that mean like? I mean, will that make me he can come back on the thing or?
He can always come back as a variant of himself. That's what they came back on the What If series.
Yeah, and then on top of that, we have Quantumania, and then we have Kang on the way. Who knows what's going to happen? There's going to be some crazy multiverse shit coming up.
And M'Baku could take the heart-shaped herb too. I mean,
dude, I wanted M'Baku to become a Black Panther. I want him to be the main guy.
Okay.
This should be all Black Panther. You know, if they had to fight the Talcons, and they already have their herb. They already took that. It's within their system.
Yeah.
Like, why not? Why not? The rest of the Wakanda?
They married each other, which I thought was cool, and I felt like that was a very important message for Ryan Coogler to bring through. That both the Talokans and the Wakandans have almost the same story. They have the same background. They fought the same type of battles. They're the same people, and there was talks. I'm going to say it like this. There was talks about, in suburban areas, in big city areas. You should see this in LA. We see this up here. There was this big thing back in the day where it was blacks against Latinos, blacks against Mexicans, and there was this worry that this is going to incite some kind of war on the inside, or oh, it's going to send a bad message. It's not good to show this kind of stuff and that kind of. At the end of the movie, I felt like it was handled very well. Ryan Coogler, it seems like he recognizes that story. It recognizes that real life, not event, but how people in the inner city grow up. And he kind of ironed it out. And I think he ironed it out very well. Like, look, we can live together, you guys. Let's not do this. And that's what I really appreciated how Ryan Coogler handled that.
Okay. Let me ask you another question as an outsider who hasn't watched it. Was it a little like, was there an agenda being pushed down our throats?
I didn't see it.
Okay.
Red, do you have any opinions on that? Do you think that there was some agenda, or was it just a Marvel movie?
Marvel movie. I'm looking back at this Avengers world.
He's going back. We're talking Black Panther. Hold on, let me talk about this Avengers.
No, because Black Panther. That's the son of Black Panther and Storm, but Storm hasn't been introduced yet. So this is the son of T'Challa and
Storm.
Oh, the lady from the his girlfriend from the last movie.
Yep.
Nakia.
Oh, so they didn't. That was another thing. There was no mutant hint at all.
It was with Namor.
It was Namor or Namor.
So I liked that too. And I was like, okay, Tenoch Huerta is Mexican. How are they going to pronounce that word Namor? Marvel nerds know him as Namor. He's Latino. He's probably going to say Namor. And it was explained very, very tastefully, in my opinion, on how his name was the way it was. Calling him the child without love. El niño sin amor. Sin amor. Namor. So that's why he called himself Namor, but his people call him Akukulkan.
Okay. Did he say at least Imperious Rex?
Yes.
Okay.
Before he lost that battle.
So there is a photo online somewhere where they digitally shrunk Namor's package because Tenoch Huerta is really packing a huge snake.
Oh, all right.
So they patted it down with digitally.
Okay, you're right on, Red.
I don't know how you found that information, but all right.
I'm with Herbs on this one. I'm not with Herbs. I misread that. I didn't like how he wasn't super buff. I actually liked that he was cut the way he was. He made him for a fantastical superhero movie. Tenoch Huerta's body actually felt almost relatable.
He's a swimmer's
attainable.
Body. It's a swimmer's body. He's not Jason Momoa, who was like super buff. You need wide, broad shoulders to swim the ocean. So he's got the swimmer's body.
And I like how you can like Aquaman and Namor equally, in my opinion, and not have them be the same character. I thought Marvel handled the complete change of his background very well. Very, very well.
Okay.
I enjoyed it.
All right. I'll take your word for it. I mean, if maybe I'll try to. Well, I can't make any promises, but
I thought he was buff enough, dude. I thought I liked it.
I tried a matinee on like Thanksgiving afternoon.
See, as someone who's a human potato, he looked fine to me.
he wasn't cut, but he was well built.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More real. I felt like his superhero body was more real. Like a Captain America, no way. Like you needed steroids for that, right? No, obviously that's what happened. Hulk is all CGI. Ant-Man and Doctor Strange, they're toned. He was just the right amount of sexy. I'm not gonna lie, it was the best word I can use.
I think Ant-Man is, just a skinny dude in a suit. That's all it is.
I am looking forward to seeing more of Namor in the future. I am so happy. Like Nomura was pretty badass too. I
Okay.
really enjoyed watching her.
Wait, Nomura, who's that? Is that the daughter or something or what?
Sister,
Cousin.
or sister?
No.
I thought Nomura was his cousin.
Cousin, but there's
In-
also
in the
Namorita.
comics.
There's three: Namora, and Namorita.
Oh shit! Then I might have gotten this wrong. I thought
No, you could be right about Namora being the cousin too.
was she Nomura and Namorita? Oh, she was
Namorita-
Nomura.
Yeah, Namorita she's part of the New Warriors, but she is also a cousin of Namor.
She's in the New Warriors?
Yeah.
So Nomura was in the movie, and she was played by Mabel Cadena, and yeah, she's Namor's cousin, according to what I see here. But I forgot about Namorita.
Okay.
Namorita Prentice, New Warriors. Oh, she's a mutant clone of her mother, Namora. Oh, she's a clone.
But she has wings too. She has wings like Namor.
So Namor is a mutant in this then?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And they didn't really answer everything with that either. Like they left it still kind of open for interpretation. They're saying that, mom pretty much ate the Mayan version of the heart-shaped herb, and then she gave birth to him underwater, and he gave, he was born a mutant. He was born changed.
Did they
everyone else?
Did they do the no when they?
No, they didn't. They didn't. That was already used when Professor.
I know they should just do that every time now. Anytime there's a mutant hint.
That's funny. That's funny, dude.
They should just do that all the time, I think. All right. Well, I mean, hopefully, I'll eventually watch it at some point. I will, and at that point, I'll give my thoughts on it. But I'll take your guys' word for it that it was good.
Yeah. So there's only one
really
post-credit scene, which we already discussed, which was the reveal of T'Challa Jr.
Toussaint, because they were in Haiti, so and they speak French in Haiti.
Yeah, Toussaint, the French.
All right, cool. Well, I want to talk about Designercon that I attended this past weekend.
Yeah, please. Because this is your second year going, right? Last year. I
didn't go last year. I went the year before COVID hit.
Okay.
Yeah, but I know that we're more of like a comic book pop culture podcast, but this is very much in that same vein. If you ever had the opportunity to come out here for it, it's like art and fashion and toys if you combine that all into one. And I met some pretty cool creators. I network with them. Hopefully, I'll get to do some interviews with them. Shout out to Quicks, Tracy Tubera, and Luis de Guzman. All great designers in their own right. Quicks, he's a very popular toy designer. I actually got a sketch from him. I'll post that eventually.
Hold on. You met Luis de Guzman? Isn't that actor? Isn't that the actor from Waiting? He's so veiny. Is he?
He's also the new Gomez Adams.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Luis de Guzman. He's an artist.
I just needed clarification. Because that I would love to meet that guy. He's so veiny.
Yeah, I don't even know who you're talking about.
Oh, dude, you got to watch Waiting. Waiting was like. You worked in the restaurant industry with Red and I, man. Like, you should watch Waiting. It's pretty disgusting and funny and very relatable to anyone who worked as a waiter in a restaurant. Oh, and it stars Deadpool. Like, it's a must.
Gotcha. I'll probably check that out. I know what movie you're talking about. I just never seen it.
Luis Guzman.
Luis Guzman. Okay.
Oh, you're talking about that dude. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
That's who it is.
He was also like in Carlito's Way, right? And he was in that one with Marky Mark. Whatever his him. Yeah.
It's so veiny. Classic.
No. This guy's an artist. and the designer and stuff.
Yeah, Miss So Waiting is basically it stars Ryan Reynolds, and it's very much what waiters think about when they're not serving your food. Treat them right, because a lot of the stuff that they did in there is kind of true.
But we lost Red. But yeah, Miss So, if you ever come out here, it is. I think Designercon, they're actually spreading out their wings and not just doing. That's him. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He did that. There's a bait or there's a bear brick that I wanted that he did last year that was sick.
Oh, some of the stuff that he does is dope.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, like right next to the right red, the one
Bart,
on the right, that abstract Bugs Bunny is super sick.
the Astro Boy looks pretty dope.
Oh, that's dope. See, I like art like this, like abstract, like a lot of.
Oh, that's the one I wanted that sold out last year. That bear brick.
What's a bear brick? I don't. Oh, this one.
Yeah. So bear brick essentially is. If I was to explain what a bear brick is,
It's a Lego man that's shaped like a bear.
no. You're giving it way not the credit that it deserves. It's
a Lego. It's a Lego figure. That's all it is.
If you were to
character,
if you were to like explain it, I guess in a way it can look like that, but the fact of the matter is a lot of the designers collaborate with Metacon, aka the Bear Bricks, to make their own designs.
Lego man, that's all it is, and they do whatever shit they want to do on it. It's nice. It's a good. It's like Funko.
Yeah, it's another collector item. Let's just let's
they're huge money. I had one of our buddies, Robert, look for some when he was in France, and they were going for at least a couple K.
Yeah, I mean, I was able to grab a few this weekend.
I remember when True and Supreme had theirs. Like when True and Supreme were like big, like in the early 2000s.
I mean, if they have their own bear brick, I'm pretty sure that one's going for a lot of money already because that must have been a while back.
Yeah, let me see. Let me look it up. I'm gonna look. I'm not gonna share it, but I'm gonna look it up. True bear brick. Oh yeah, there it is.
But yeah, a lot of designers they're able to do collaborations with bear bricks. That's where that guy, that artist Pusshead was he had his own bear brick that he was selling.
I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Pushhead. I just I'm trying to help you out. I'm pretty sure
people were saying Pusshead. Some people were saying Paid. I'm like, whatever you guys call it.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll shut up. Then I don't know this guy. I probably would have called him Pushhead.
Yeah. But yeah, I would say if you're interested in like I guess you want to call it designer toys, check it out. There's a lot of cool, interesting things to check out there. But yeah, I had a really good time. Met some artists that hopefully we'll get to discuss with at some point.
What is the main?
And then tell them to get them on the show.
Wait, say that again.
Did AJ tell them about our podcast and see if they're interested in talking to us?
I told them about the podcast. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Now, what's the main idea behind Designercon? Is it like kicks? Is it collectibles? Collectibles.
Those Lego bears that Red's talking about. Those that had the biggest line.
Show me your Bruce Lee one. Yep. Don't you have the big Bruce Lee and the tiny Bruce Lee?
I had that, and then I got one from Shepard Fairey, the Obey Giant artist. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him.
Yeah. I know who that is.
I actually got the bear brick signed by him.
What was his like graffiti name? It wasn't that, right? It was something else, wasn't it?
Or no, that's his name.
That's his name?
Shepard Fairey.
Shepard Fairey?
Yeah.
Okay.
There was this one that I saw everyone picking up. Dude, it was so cheap. It was like, I can't really explain it. It was let me see if I can find it. It was a Mario and Bowser like mini statue that was only going for $100, but sold out real quick. Let me see if I can find
Damn,
it.
$449.
Yeah, I think the retail was 50 for that.
For what?
For this one right here.
Yeah, for that one.
Oh, so you can get them at Comic-Con too.
Oh, that's sold
Oh,
out at Comic-Con already, though.
Yeah,
so
they went fast.
so would you flip this one, AJ?
I mean, I have it if anyone wants to buy it.
I don't know what he's talking about, but well, we're gonna let him go because this is interesting. That's a lot of money, man. So dropping 50. Well, I mean, it's just like comic books, right, Miss? So some things hit, some things don't.
It's exclusive, and then people want it because they can attend the convention.
Yeah.
You know?
Or they might like that artist. I mean, it's just like
There's
anything,
always
right?
money
Like
made at conventions if you're just an attendee.
con exclusives and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like if you're into this thing, and I'll tell you right now, I've gone to Comic-Con, I've gone to Designercon. I wanted to go to Complex Con because I wanted to check that out because there's a lot of artists and a lot of designers that go to that as well. But I see how people spend money, and not so much this year, but the past years that I've gone to DesignerCon, like people are dropping like a lot of money, more money than I've seen people drop it at comic conventions, because it's geared towards a younger crowd in a lot of ways. And they were big on the. I noticed that they were big on the NFTs, so they're really pushing that this year.
So have you? Are you still on NFTs, or did you lose a lot of money doing it? Honestly, I know I lost a lot of money. I was like, screw this. I'm taking all my money out because this ain't working for me.
I never got any NFTs though.
Oh,
I have some, I guess, some basketball NFTs, but that's about it. I'm trying to look for this Bowser Mario figure that was a big hit at DesignerCon.
Well, their website's not like SEC blog where you can list all their exclusives.
No, it was at a different booth, and I can't find it.
eBay. It's probably someone's already trying to flip it.
I tried looking for it last night. Let me see.
How many
Bowser.
did it make?
Not a lot, because it sold out like within the first. Oh, here it is. Oh, damn. This is pretty sick.
oh yeah, that's pretty dope. That's really really dope.
I don't know where this inspiration came from. It looks like it came from some movie or something. Because they even had they had a Mario that was a throwback to Pulp Fiction.
Uh-huh.
And then they had they had a Mario. In what was it? Total Recall, when the face like splits in half and it's his real face that reveals. They had something like that where it was Mario, but the face that was splitting open was Astro Boy.
Oh, that's pretty sick.
Yeah,
that's really sick.
All of those sold out. All of those sold out. I'm like, dude.
See, and they can't, like, even though that's copyrighted material, because it's such a small batch and they've sold out, they can't really go after them, right? And that's why some of these collectibles are the way they are, because they know that some of these big companies are going to, they have to go legally. We need a cease and desist, and they could make them stop making them. So,
see, I think like these are all like licensed though, because that's it right there.
That is sick. Oh, hold on. Well, wait a minute. I don't know, that stuff on his neck makes it look like the shit emoji.
No, it's a scarf. Remember when Total Recall the lady with?
Yeah, I remember
a scarf. Yeah,
yeah. That looks like a shit. I'm sorry.
You look like shit.
It looks like Dookie. I'm sorry, but the design is really sick. I'm digging that.
And I think they're all like, because it's not like these no-name companies that are doing it. So I'm pretty sure they have to get some sort of licensing from whoever's making them.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think Nintendo would allow them to make some kind of design with another company that's not Nintendo. They're really like this with their properties, right?
Really? Because I mean, it wasn't like this was one of the bigger companies that had it. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe you're right.
Yeah, they wouldn't put the Nintendo name brand on it. They could have likeness. That's it.
Maybe that could be it because it's not. Maybe if they don't say it's Mario, I guess I don't know.
Yeah, you don't need to say the actual brand or that person. Just
Yeah,
like
what's the official name of that right there, Red? Bring that up. Bring that back up. Bring that back up.
let me find
What
it
is a
here.
Italian Italian plumber beats robotic boy?
That's probably what it was.
Robotic
World
space
Paradise Total Super Recall Mario Astro Boy Designer Vinyl.
No, I don't think that's the real name for it.
Well, it's on eBay. That's how it's
Yeah.
listed.
Go down. Listen, you know what? Now I kind of want to see this. Now I want to look for it and see like what is the official name of this Astro Boy Mario crossover doll. It's not a doll. It's an action figure.
Vinyl collectible. Just put that.
Oh, vinyl. Okay. All right. Okay. Here we go. I got something here. In stock, Fool's Paradise, Total Super Recall, Mario Astro Boy Designer Vinyl. Oh, okay. Well, oh no, that's eBay. That's probably the same thing Red's looking
I
at.
call it Super Mario or Super Recall Mario Astro Boy. So they're
Total Recall crossover, Super Mario crossover. Oh,
it's an amalgamation of three genres. Yes.
There was that one, and then the Mario Pulp Fiction was pretty cool that I saw.
Was it like Mario and Luigi dressed up in their in tuxedos with guns?
Yeah, so here it is right here, actually.
Yeah. Well, I was kind of expecting Luigi to be the other one. I like the bananas though. That's a nice touch.
Is that an NFT or actual toy?
It's an actual toy. And then I guess it has like removable heads because you could do Daft Punk as well.
What? Oh, that's dope. That is dope. So AJ, here's a question, kind of like has nothing to do with anything right now, but a question was just asked on the side. If Journey, the rock band, is in concert, would you be willing to come up and watch it with a certain group of fellas?
When is it?
It's in May. It's my
Possibly.
understanding they're going to be in Stockton, which is
What?
We're right around the corner from Mom's house.
Steve Perry or is it
It's Arnell.
Arnell? Okay.
It's Arnell.
Steve Perry's gone, man. They're not gonna. He's not dead, but they had a falling out. So
no, not really, right? Because he's still kind of like playing in the background with them. He's kind of like a manager, kind of helps the behind the scenes and stuff like that.
No.
Really,
Not
I
anymore?
heard that they had a fallout. They had a falling out.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks. Yeah, then why even ask the question? It's going to be Arnell. So here's an idea. Because since we live in NorCal and you live in SoCal, there's actually going to be a Journey show in Bakersfield. So how would AJ come up to Bakersfield and have the rest of the guys go down to Bakersfield and make a weekend out of it? We all go
That's
out
like
watch.
California. There's nothing else in Bakersfield but hookers and meth.
Yeah, well then there's going to be another set of friends out there. There's going to be Perspire's going to be there. You guys, come on.
I mean I'll highly think about it.
That'd be pretty cool. Isn't that a pretty cool idea, Red? Come on, that's a cool idea for our NorCal and SoCal friends to meet in Bakersfield. A shitty halfway point, but hey, look, we'll make the best of it.
Journey to see Journey, huh?
To see Journey, exactly. We all go down on a Friday night, hit up a bar. Saturday we wake up, we have like whatever food. They have to have some really decent food. They have to. and then go to the concert at night, and then Sunday meet up and have breakfast before we all split our ways and not get Portos. I think it'll be a great idea for just throwing it out there on the podcast.
Bakersfield. It's like
I know.
I like how E-Man's trying to sell it and Red's totally like not going for it.
He's not going for it because it's in his backyard. That's why he's like, well, why am I going to go down to Bakersfield to watch Journey when I can drive 10 minutes away and watch them over here? And it's because our friends down. I'm thinking about our friends in SoCal. That's why. Just
maybe.
An idea.
I mean, that's 6 months away. So
I think it'll be a great idea.
I'll consider it for sure.
I haven't listened to Journey in a long time. You should listen to Journey. So actually create like an 80s like rock.
Yeah, make her a mixtape.
I'll you know what? I'll share you if you have a Spotify. I'll share you my my playlist that I have like that just reminds me of my friends, and it has a lot of Journey and Bon Jovi on there, and a lot of Jodeci as well.
Remember what we talked about last week about as far as like the Deadpool? We're still gonna do the Deadpool?
We're not talking about that, Red. There's just been too much tragedy going on. Oh, speaking of tragedy, we wouldn't even talk about Jason David Frank, man.
I didn't have him in my Deadpool.
Oh my god, Red. No, we're not doing a Deadpool. That's just bad juju, dude. That's very bad juju. I don't want to do. Do you know what he's talking about, AJ?
I mean, I got the point.
Oh god, no, yeah. He's trying to start a Deadpool as to who's gonna die first. Ian McKellen, Patrick Stewart, Peter Cullen, Matthew Perry for some stupid reason. Like, stop.
Needed somebody young in there.
Oh god, I was just like, no, let's not do that. Yeah, yes, look, there's been a lot of tragedy this week, like on the real. There's been a lot of like actors and
on top of JDF, there's
JDF, yeah, dude, that was huge, man. We were just we were talking about Power Rangers last week too, how like Kevin Conroy, and then after that Batman, it was the Power Rangers, and look what happened.
Power Rangers and then Batman.
Bad
was
juju.
was the what do you call it?
I will say something about Jason David Frank. He was not. Power Rangers was a little after my age group, so I never really got into it. But I mean,
after your age group, you were only 8th grade. Freshman year at least.
I wasn't watching Power Rangers at that time though. I wasn't. I really wasn't.
I watched like the first 4 seasons. After that, I was like, no, I'm in high school. I can't be seen watching this.
But I will say that if you've been to enough conventions and enough comic book shops, he's all over making appearances. He was always making appearances in local comic shops around here. He was always at conventions. I mean, I even went to a Power Rangers convention like a couple years back.
I remember that. I remember you talked about that. Was he there? JDF there?
I'm sure he was. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I bought there to collect some exclusive stuff and then do my thing. But that was and going to that, I was not expecting a whole lot from that Power Rangers convention, but there's a lot of love for Power Rangers and for that actor in general. So
he was the Optimus Prime of that generation.
There you go.
He was the Optimus. That was a lot of kids' heroes. That's a lot of people, a lot of millennials. That was their hero because his character, what he went through in the show, it meant a lot. And then actually becoming like one of the coolest Power Rangers, like it meant a lot to a lot of people and seeing that transformation. So it was really, really, really sad. Yeah. I really liked him too growing up. I would go back and watch like the first few seasons just because like some of their toys were really cool.
And I saw like a little montage of him on the show. And like, I mean, I don't know about the other actors, but I mean, even at that, I mean, I know that like he kept up with mixed martial arts, but even at that young age, you could tell like he was really into martial arts. So it wasn't like an actor doing stunts. Like he knew what he was doing. You know what I mean? So yeah, thoughts and prayers to his family, and for all those in the Power Ranger community. Or hopefully you guys are staying strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys need help, remember we have the text line 209-975-7597. We try to need someone to talk to if you got shit in your life that need to get off your chest.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. There's a national number 988. I mean, they can help too. But we're all there for each other. Suicide is not the answer. It's the ultimate answer to things when you're down in your luck or you just going through some shit. Just talk it out with somebody else, man.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's try to leave on a good note here. You guys are going to Fan Expo this weekend, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And tomorrow you're going to do a special episode, pretty much pre-planning.
Yeah.
You, Red, and Luke the con, right?
Yeah. So tomorrow on my channel, E-Man's World of Geek at 8 p.m. Pacific time, Red, Luke, and I are going to kick back and sit and pretty much try to plan out the con
special and see how we can work out getting every artist and artist alley interviewed on Saturday.
See, my thing is this. I think we should try to do and talk to people Friday. Try to get as many of them out of the way as possible because Saturday is going to be busier. Huh?
Wait, are you going to be there Friday with me?
I'm there Friday and Saturday and Sunday. If you're going to be there Friday, I'm there Friday with you then.
We'll lock it out Friday night then.
Yeah.
Because it's from 6 to 9.
Yeah, it's only 3 hours. Like for me, like just a little idea. For me, like my main thing on Friday is to see John Jang, is to see Ariel Diaz, Miranda Brothers, and Alan Kwa. Try to get an interview with Alan Kwa because he's been ducking and diving and it's time to try to get like 3 main questions in with Alan Kwa. So actually, I'm glad that you brought that up. AJ, what's one question you want to ask Alan Kwa? We'll ask on your behalf.
Oh man, you put me on the spot.
So
one artist that's inspired you to keep pushing.
Okay.
Yeah, cut that out and put it on the text line.
Yeah, because there's going to be 4 main questions I want to ask. I want to be able to ask some of these artists and try to get it on video. Who's one main artist that keeps you pushing? What's your favorite project? Now that you're in San Francisco, what are you looking to eat?
Oh, he moved to San Francisco?
Now that you're in San Francisco.
Oh.
Because everyone's going to be there for the con. I want to ask him questions I wanted to ask him travel questions. How comfortable is your bed? Let's be honest. Is your bed comfortable? Actually, no, man. My bed kind of sucks. Thanks for asking.
Nelson while you're here.
What was that?
Will he be visiting Nelson while he's in the States?
Who? Alan Kwa? Oh, you know what? Maybe not.
Yeah, we'll ask him that.
Recommend people look into the making of the show is rough and controversial. Oh, you're talking about Power Rangers. Gotcha. Have fun and thank you, Miss O. Thank you. I think we're gonna have fun. I think and it's gonna be my first time meeting Luke like in person. So after 3 years of doing this, I think that's or 2 years of doing it. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I only get to meet my brother in podcasting.
All right. Well,
have you met John Jang in person?
I haven't met him in person yet.
Okay, so you get to meet him in person. And John Boy.
And just hold on. The rumor has it John Boy Myers is going to be at the show, but he's not like on the docket. But he might be rolling.
The first time with Ariel in person, the Miranda Brothers in person, Alan Claw in person, and then whoever else is going to be there.
There might be a John Boy Myers floating around the show floor. Everyone, he might be there on a Saturday, just kicking it. So if you guys see a John Boy Myers hanging out, maybe
rub elbows with us.
If you think that this guy in the middle of the floor looks like John Boy Myers, he just might be.
All right. Well, for all those tuning in for tomorrow, they'll be pre-planning the show or pre-planning the con. So check it out. Good night, Miss O. Again, I'm just gonna go back. If you guys ever make it out to Orange County Designercon, it's really worth checking out, especially if you're into toys. If you're into designer toys. I think I might be the only one into it. So if there's any listeners out there who are interested in that kind of stuff, definitely check out Designercon.
There's some Susie's.
What?
I
What did
only
you
buy
say?
toys from Susie's.
What? What does that mean?
Take it as it is.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, with that being said, we'll see you guys all. Well, most of us will see you guys all tomorrow. If not, we'll see you guys all next week. Peace out, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Peace. Oh, happy Thanksgiving.
Is that this week? Shit.
Thanks again for listening to another episode of the Sealess Villains podcast, your cultivators of the comic culture. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and email us at sealessvillains@gmail.com. You can also leave us a voicemail or text us at 209-975-7597. Be sure to join Luke Week's Facebook group, Rare Keys and First Appearance Comics. And you can follow us on our 2 Instagram accounts, Sealess Villains and Sealess Villains Podcast. Lastly, follow the villains on their separate IG accounts, at Luke Weeks, at C-List Villainous Red, at C-List E-Man, and I am at AJ the Comic Collector. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you all next episode.